Your full forecast coming up.
All right. Thank you, Mike. Riverside County officials are under the microscope right now over how $36 million in taxpayer money was spent while an auditing service was hired to help find ways to ironically cut costs. But a Riverside County civil grand jury finds it may not have been a smart investment after all. Olivia Sandusky talked to the county's top attorney and top county supervisor about what happened. She's live at the Palm Desert Sheriff's Station. Olivia, why are you there specifically?
Sarah, I'm here because this is one of the departments, actually one of several departments that was interviewed for that civil grand jury report. Now, it is important to note when this project with the consulting firm began 5 years ago, the two men that I spoke to today were not yet in office, and now they're left trying to figure out what went wrong.
I think that's where it largely failed.
Riverside County supervisors discussed the $36.4 million spent on consulting services from KPMG. The goal was to save money, but a report by the civil grand jury says it only provided limited savings.
I think it's incumbent upon us as supervisors that, quite frankly, spent quite a bit of money to perform. And there's, I'm sure, areas there in which we can improve.
The county's executive office says KPMG's suggestions led to $100 million saved between the sheriff's and district attorney's office. However, the jury says that claim lacks validation.
I'm not surprised that they couldn't be validated because the way that the KPMG study came out was supposed to be this, kind of massive transformation. It never happened. The county wasn't willing to implement those changes. We wasted millions of dollars to get information that was already here, readily available.
The report also found examples of major losses, like the $8 million spent on a software package that was canceled for unknown reasons.
That motion carries 5-0. Thank you.
On Tuesday, supervisors approved the formation of a committee to respond to the jury's findings.
What are we going to do to make sure that we implement the recommendations in order for us to achieve what the initial goal was, which was cost savings?
And the group will present their own report before November 10th.
We need to assure the taxpayers that this was a good investment. And if it wasn't, let's fess up to it.
Now, the other departments mentioned, as well as KPMG, declined to comment to us today. The county's executive office tells us they'll have a written response that'll be available within the next 90 days. Reporting live in Palm Desert, Olivia Sandusky, NBC Palm Springs.